appointment is literally in like 10 minutes, so I don't have time to do my makeup right now. So I'm just gonna put some moisturiser on, and I just put my hair in a braid like this, and a little ponytail. It probably looks really bad, but I can't see the back of my head, so it's none of my business what it looks like. I'm gonna put my dungarees on. I've gone with this green striped t-shirt, which I love, but I can't wear anymore because there's like a big blue stain on it somewhere. If there was ever a perfect place to get a stain, it would be where your dungarees cover the stain on your favourite t-shirt. Also, a quick side note, if you want to take sensory items and comfort things to the GP with you because you're nervous, you are well within your right to do that. I'm going to take my fidget that my friend got me. I've also got my ear defenders in just because I'm going to be walking there and then sat in the waiting room and things like that. But you can literally take whatever you want. There is no rule to say that you can't. If you want to go with a blanket or a teddy or something that brings you comfort and helps you feel calmer, you are allowed to do that. I've arrived. I'm actually on time for my appointment. I say on time, my appointment's in 2 minutes, but like them time management skills, I can update my CV now to Time Lord. Oh. So I've just gotten out of the GP's office surgery place. I've got a couple of referrals that are being made for me. Back from the doctors, I keep flip-flopping between being super cold, super warm, in between, both at the same time, so I've got a jumper on. I'm gonna make some lunch. I've been back from the doctors for about an hour and a half now. I just kind of like sat down and had a little think about everything that was said and what was going on and stuff like that. Do you remember? Hot again. Oh, sugar plum. You're healing so nicely, baby. Yes, you are. I'm gonna have this yummy country vegetable soup from Tesco. It's not country vegetable, it's Covent Garden. Also, for after my lunch, I've got a pear because I'm like obsessed with pears at the minute. Oh, that was very cold. Very cold indeed. So I've wanted to make this GP appointment since I was literally a child. The issue is whenever I feel aroused, like whenever I get like excited, I get a pain like inside my vagina. This is my vagina, okay, right? Here's the vaginal like opening, and here's my clitoris, and then all my like labia and stuff like this. Whenever I get excited or aroused, I feel like I begin to self-lubricate. I get real bad pain here, but on the inside here. I don't know how else to explain that, but this has been since I was a child, and it could like, it just, I was embarrassed as a child to like say anything. It just happened every single time, and I just kept ignoring it. I kept leaving it. It was really hard to open up about it, one through embarrassment and two through fear of not being listened to, so I just ignored it. It's just, it never got away. I'm 28 years old now, and I still experience it every single time, and sometimes it's more painful than others. Sometimes it's bearable, sometimes it's not, and it's just really frustrating. And it's not only affecting my sex life with other people, it's affecting my pleasure time with myself, so I just don't do it because it hurts, and it's also affecting like my self-esteem and my confidence and things like that. So I thought, right, I'm just gonna go to the doctors, I'm just gonna tell them. And the first GP I spoke to was not helpful at all. He literally just said, oh, do you have an STI? And I was like, no, I get regularly checked, and this has been ongoing since I was literally a child, before any kind of sexual contact. He just said, well then there's nothing I can do, so maybe just go and get a sexual health test. And I was like, I do not need that, that's not what it is. And so I thought, you know what, forget it, doesn't matter, I'll just continue to deal with it. And I was at the GP for another reason, and for some reason I just mentioned it, I just said it, and the doctor was like, that's what? That's not normal. And she said I could have had an appointment soon, like literally within a couple of days if I see someone else, or if I wait till she's back off annual leave I can have it with her. And she's my semi-regular GP, so I waited. I was like, it's not urgent, it's been happening my entire life, it's not like it's something serious. So yeah, this GP has been my GP for a while, and I've seen her on and off for years, since I was like 17, 18, and it's always been anxiety and depression related, and I was honestly in and out of the doctors every single week with anxiety and depression. And we kind of had a little laugh about that, and she said it's so obvious now that none of it was anxiety and depression, and it was quite clearly ADHD and autism. She's a lot more clued up on it now, like there just wasn't the resources back in the day and things like that, and she's really glad that I'm getting the help I need for that and treatments and stuff, and like being assessed correctly and things. The examination happened. She said that she didn't really have to do it if I didn't want her to, and that it's something that she's just doing to ensure that there's nothing kind of like outright there wrong with anything, which she didn't think there would be, considering I've had smears before in the past and stuff like that. And so she did the exam. It was uncomfortable, but nothing out of the ordinary. My cervix isn't in the place it's supposed to be, but that's really super common. She's made the referrals, so thankfully she's taken into consideration that I am neurodivergent, and she was asking me about like my sexual history. She was very thorough. She was asking me a lot of questions just to make sure that she can send me to the right people, and she was kind of like flabbergasted at the amount of like trauma that I have like throughout my entire life, and one of the things in particular being a termination that I had, that she literally said that she didn't even realise things like that still happened, like with the way that I had to undergo the procedure and the attitude of the people performing the procedure and things like that. So she's not only referring me to the correct place in terms of having my needs met regarding the pain and things when I'm aroused, but also referring me to sexual trauma counselling. Yeah, I guess that's literally the update. That's all that I have to say, really. I should hear back in about a week. When I hear back, I guess I will update a little bit more and we can figure out what's going on, whether that be in this video or whether that be in the form of another video. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just film the rest of this day and this just be a random like day of my life. I don't know yet. But right now I'm just gonna have my soup and my pear, so